Yeah, my PC fully froze for an amount of time. Having severe memory problems. Also with the PC. I accidentally closed the wrong thing. Oh, I just accidentally closed all my tabs. Ugh. That should help regardless. How we doing? Everything okay? Guys see and hear me okay? Every time just reset. Guess you're going alright. All night. Ugh, I can speak. The fucking Gondians. They do be fucking at inopportune times even.
Something's on my mind. What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
That's only 122 gold. That's more than nothing. I want to sell the returning pike. I can't justify it yet, but we're getting there. I could sell the thing to summon us. That's 1 gold. Oh, this Fear Scroll. I can buy it back if I really need it. Let's go get the money from Korra. Unique scrolls have weirdly low gold values. They do. $975 gold. Thank you, Korra. Holy. Alright, let's go kill the rats. And then Revere will give us some money too.
I wouldn't give you anything I would need myself.
Now the Sugar Mama Korra can get it. Hag money or duelist? Probably hag money, Kels. As much as I want a duelist, money's been too tight. I think I need the hag money. Like 6,000 gold. Even if I have to spend 100 to respect a rogue and then 100 to respect back, that's still worth it. Because also on that respect, I can go to 10 cleric. I can go 1 rogue, 10 cleric, allowing me to do a divine intervention, because I haven't done one for my character yet. Need the money but want the auntie. Yeah, pretty much. Auntie that auntie. I don't think commissioning the statue was gonna happen, to be honest. So bless access will be limited.
Why, yes, Edvard.
I don't know if I even go into the Iron Throne. I don't know if I do the Steel Watch Foundry stuff either. Come to think of it. Because I can't pick up the key. I can't pick up the key to get into the room. Now, I can still get in without the key, but if you try to get in without the key, boom, all the Gondians die. Like, I can't loot the Watcher Titan. I don't really care about having endgame allies. Maybe I just skip that whole storyline and sell the bomb early. Hey, JD. Second half stream, let's go. My PC was very mad at me. My first solo last night. Ooh, how's that going? Current plan is at least one Tempest Cleric, at least 6 Lore Bard. It's going well. I haven't gotten to the combat yet. Yeah, the early parts. I like the plan, though. Tempest Cleric, Lore Bard. Awesome, awesome combo. Love everything about those two classes. I'm playing around an Invoker that has Slow. And then a bunch of Stun and Gaze. I have advantage on Wisdom saves thanks to Hero's Feast. So I think I have Fire Shield from Infernal Robe. I enlarge. Concentrate on Light. And go in. Concentrate on resistance, actually. Let's see, why did you shut off stream? Really? Concentration broke that early? Alright, I might already be dead. Because... rolled a 1 on my concentration. Rolled an 8 with advantage on the save. Saved on the slow, that's nice. Should have popped the universal res. I greeted not popping it. As long as they don't loop stun and gaze, I'm fine, but annoyed. Alright, we're good. Popping universal res, or if murder's a problem. Now I went from having vulnerability to having neutrality. Hunter's bloodbath helped keep me alive there. Much better. That's how the roll's supposed to go. Finally actually slowed. Bloodbath healing, I don't really care. All hitbox is funny. Still hit that guy up there. Isn't that funny? I find that funny. Sure, slow me. I don't care. Slayer form is bad. Oh, thanks. Thanks, video game. Thank you. I actually fell in that exact spot in another playthrough recently. Didn't love using a universal res there, but it made sense. Start on the Wave Mother stuff. Looks solid. Yeah, Slayer form is great, especially when you build around it. My Slayer form has 30 strength.
Sorry, are you here for a wave serve? Of course you're right. There's enough offerings in here for a trip to the farm.
Not dying seems optimal. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Praise her for this most holy death. You, supplicant, your tribute is well received. Breathe deep as she permits.
She's got a unique weapon, too. Never used in a run, but I want to at some point.
A rusting pollutant finds the mask.
Wave Mother's Cloak has been a fixation of mine recently, but no looting. Not an option. The look of the Wave Mother robe, but like with pants and stuff, that's still a slay. Still looks really fucking cool. Yeah, it's not about the skin, it's about the style. With Comic Sans, I'm not seeing it, but I assume it's an April Fool's thing on Twitch. I think there's a setting you can disable it, probably. 7TV thing? Yeah, 7TV April Fools then. There you go. How do I get in here effectively? All the doors are locked. There's a sewer entrance to this, isn't there?
I wonder what's past this.
Myself advantage at least.
No time to rest. That's a friendly looking shadow.
Okay, I'm down to one set of Thieves' Tools again. That seems to be the only time I can consistently lockpick in this run.
Moving in.
Question the Iron Throne. Prisoners cast Sanctuary into Graven Guard. Does he survive? I mean, Sanctuary stops him from being targeted. It doesn't stop things from running up next to him and exploding. Also doesn't actually get him out of the Iron Throne. You still gotta make the escape. Not an I win button. It can help, but it doesn't solve him being at low HP. If you got Will out of the pact, Mizora is there trying to kill him.
Better be cautious.
Tentacle Cat. 23 strength. Odd number of stats here. It's Sag, but... Impossible let him survive and break the pact? Yes. Very. Resist potions on him would be the best way. So I'm not gonna answer this for you. There's no best, but like I'm not gonna answer this for you. Instead, I'm gonna ask you, what do you see as a barrier to him living and escaping? Like if something were to stop him, what would it be? You tell me. I want you to tell me. Because that's how you problem solve. What is the issue? What counters that issue? And you rinse and repeat that for everything. Accuracy in the copies isn't the best. They only have +2 to hit. was like, Wisdom Drain? Oh, I opened with Thornwood. Yeah, yeah. Blind him, cast Sanctuary, and giving fire resist. So, what is Sanctuary doing? Test the damage. You can look at it. You can just inspect. You can hit the inspect button, see what features they have, inspect that, see what the damage roll is. You don't have to test it. You can look. But like, what do you think Sanctuary is doing? The Sanctuary is good for a lot of things, but it's often inferred to be an immunity button when that is not what it does. For example, if the problem you're trying to solve is that a bunch of things are doing an AoE, Sanctuary doesn't stop that. Spiders, they blow up. They're not targeting anything. Sure, they can also attack, but like, that part doesn't matter. Sanctuary can still be an answer if there's something else you wanted it to do. But like, this is why it's best to know. I know I said the B word that I don't like, but it's wise to know what you're trying to achieve and what specific problem you're trying to solve before you click something. Because I could tell you a sequence of events you could do to get through that, but you wouldn't know why I'm telling you any of what I said. So you wouldn't actually learn anything. The attacks of opportunity. Why are you moving him in a way where he'll take attacks of opportunity? Wanna hear a joke? Yeah, what's up, Albert?
Let's see what this does.
I hope I can have foods now. Ooh, what's on the menu, Dave? What we thinking? Can you haste him? Yes. Spaghettis. Nice.
This calls for careful footwork. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Garlic bread. Ooh. A powerful meal. That's the only word I can think to describe that. Powerful. Garlic bread is powerful. Not that part of the game right now. Just remember I'm dying in my previous run. So what? And I promise I'm going somewhere with this. But like, what killed him? He didn't just fall over and die for no reason. If a specific thing killed him, your plan should be stop that thing. Bomb spiders, what did they do? What about them killed him? Was it their attacks? Did they blow up? So wait on Albert's joke. Me too. I guess maybe the question was if I wanted to hear a joke and not promising to actually tell one. Explode? Okay, so counter that. What are some ways you can counter that you know of? Think through it that way. And it's April 1st, yeah.
When our time has come. Is it done? Me.
Alright, we got the drip. You have that shit on. Honestly, I might not even sell that. That's resistance to fire and cold. I don't care as much about the cold resistance, but that is a source of fire resistance. For legs, hello? Yeah, right? Big lady? Hi. How you doing?
Can't chat. These offerings need to be stored before the next tide, or there'll be a laundry to pay.
Okay, you can't chat, but like... We're gone. We don't need words. What was I doing? Wiki says they do 3d6 fire damage on explosion. Okay. So, up to 18 damage, assuming there's no saving throw available, assuming max roll, and assuming Raven Guard doesn't have fire resistance. Let me ask you this. Did you check his HP? Not his total HP, his current HP, when you're in that encounter. Against looting with that unspoken Riz, you know it. I don't know what it is, but she got it. Can't test that as of now. Well, I'm imagining in your previous run you didn't look at his HP, because the problem of the spiders can also be solved by just healing Raven Guard. No, I don't mean having a character cast a heal, you know, that's technically an option, but for some reason, everybody forgets that you can just drink a healing potion. You can just drink a healing potion. You're controlling Raven Guard, you just have him drink a healing potion. Even if you're not controlling him, just throw a potion at him. If you get the biggest size potion, then that'll keep him fully alive for a turn. But then also there's the option of, okay, well, what if you put him in a position where spiders aren't able to blow up on it, and you have lots of ways of going about that. The reason why I was so obstinate about pointing out, okay, this is the specific problem that got you, this is the specific problem you need to solve, is because if you tackle the problems by looking at what is the specific thing that killed you, and you make sure that thing is incapable of happening, that's challenge running. That's how we get through these problems. And other challenge runners here can attest to that. Mark in particular, one of the things that Mark the Power Hour, one of the things he does in most of his restricted runs now is takes the resilient feat for intelligence. The reason being, not only is it a 1 intelligence increase, but it gives proficiency in intelligence saving throws. This is because he once lost a run to the final boss to failing that intelligence saving throw. So, dying to a thing, you figure out how to hard counter that thing, and then you internalize that. And guess what? That fight has not killed him since. Is the right mind barrier? It gives you advantage. You still need bonuses. It's a DC 25 save. So having advantage is great, but you also need good bonuses. And having proficiency alone is +4 if your character is level 9 or higher. If you're using the +1 int from Resilient to go up an int bracket, then that feat is responsible for giving you +5.
But that's precisely why he's a genius. Not only, what about Astra's call? She always has something juicy.
Raise our city to its pinnacle! We stand and for you!
Every death's a lesson to be utilized for all future runs. I've learned many, many, many lessons. Same. The reason why I'm so terrified of paralysis effects is because my #1 cause of death in challenge running, at least in my early challenge running days of this game, paralysis effects. It's paralysis effects, critical hits, and fear. like the fearful condition specifically, frightened to a lesser extent. So those are my biggest 3 ops. So you see me play around to those things above anything else. Also, losing initiative has gotten me killed very early on, so I never let that happen. Trying to think what I could be doing for money right now.
You are not going to die.
Hear about hold person a lot? Yeah, it's a paralysis effect, so it goes in one of those categories. Pathfinder usually go with Angel, Mythic, get immunity, like 90% of the worst stuff's gonna happen to you for the entire party. Well, that's not this game. And it sounds like you need to focus up on this game.
God's bless you.
Get that inspect feature that I pointed out, use that. Use that more. Are those bugs at number 1? Maybe bugs should go in the top 3. I should get Slayer form back for this fight. Let's go to hell. Going to the House of Hope just annoys me now.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
First time in Act 2 after almost a year. Congrats on getting to Act 2. Also times in the game lied. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so I have the disguise on. I have the condition. I'm showing the disguise. I'm making a save. She's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. I'm still invising because fuck this game. Also scared of Oathbreaker Knight, as you should be. Just can't look. They're killing you.
Here we go.
I got a handful of solo attempts under the belt. Already make crit immunity, hold person immunity the priorities. Yeah. I think you could put hold person and paralysis stuff under the umbrella with a bunch of other things. Of anything that causes you to lose control of your character is huge. So that's paralysis, that's fear, that's befuddle, that's stun. If you cannot take your turn when it comes to your turn, that's the scariest thing.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my skin.
Garroted? Yeah, that fight is deceptively scary. Pro to no movement, getting slowed in the House of Hope was the worst that could happen. The game decides to ignore the fact that you have a disguise on, alerts the entire house, and puts you into a situation where you're soft locked, so you have to crash your game. Surely that wouldn't happen on April 1st, 2025. Surely that didn't happen today. Surely. Glad we made it this far. Still a House of Hope and all to do. You're getting ahead of yourself. Enjoy the journey. Got soft lock by having 2 party members turn to Shadow Curse Undead. That doesn't seem like a soft lock as much as a how the fuck did that even happen? Enjoy the challenge of Tactician so far. Yeah, Tactician's a remarkable step up from Balanced and Explorer. Like, a lot of mechanics are different on Tactician, and enemy stats as a whole do go up. They all get an extra bonus to their hit, for example. Hey, Alfredo GG, thank you for the Prime in the 2 months. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Forgot Oliver's portal takes you to the deep Shadow Curse. Then what? I don't have the Moon Lantern yet. And you didn't run away? But also, like, I'm trying to figure out how it's a soft lock. Like, a soft lock is you're in a position where you have no options. Right? When I mean I was soft lock in the House of Hope, it's because this is a no looting run. I'm not allowed to pick anything up. You die without protection, you become a zombie. And you had someone alive, right? When I was in the House of Hope, no looting run. I can't pick up items. The game ignored that I had a disguise on, so it aggroed the house. I signed the contract. So, at that point, I can't leave without getting the contract. But I hadn't talked to Harlep yet. And I can't loot the key from Harlep to open the safe to get the password to get the contract. And I can't Dolly port out because I never freed Dolly. So it's like I have to either break a rule or die. That's why it was a soft lock. It's just a mess? Gotcha.
What's he doing? Get them sausage fingers off my crate!
Well, let me actually look at the wiki and see what the options here are. What's your name? Bug Thimble? Alright, that deception is DC 25. Okay, I can do a...
Well, you're too late. This one's mine.
Okay.
You can find your own grave to rob. Yeah? Well, you can... Wait. What? It's full of gold. Why don't you want it?
Did I pick the wrong one? I haven't met Nine Fingers, so I can't do that option. Hmm. That's unfortunate. I was trying to extort it.
Curse? Who's... Well, if there is... Old Rummy swore he was cursed till the day that Taras stepped on him. No who's worth that. To hell's with the crate! And to hell's with you!
Okay, bye.
Breathe deep and move.
Oh well.
Grief is hard.
I think the main difference between this and Pathfinder, other than them being completely different rule sets and games, this game's a more personal skill expression. Pathfinder's about making good builds for 6 companions. There's a lot of planning work. It's more rigid in nature. I mean, you could do that in this game too. I think you are trying to put something in a box alongside a thing you are more personally familiar with. They're not the same. You don't have to treat them like they're the same. You don't have to compare them at all, because comparison is how you lose track of nuance. I know it's comfortable, it's safe, it's cozy to try to categorize things, put them in neat little boxes, but like, shit ain't that simple. And you are denying yourself the opportunity to see things for what they are by categorizing them.
I have something to ask.
Best victuals and cures in the lower city
Valorant and BG3 are the same game, only no guns. I mean, considering how salty I got at the game earlier, you could have called it Valorant. I think you're cooking there, Roxy. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I think you're cooking. You might be onto something. What's in the box? Could go for the 6K from Ethel. Don't really want to do that yet. I have no reason to actually go kill the Sharans. Because I can't get... I mean, I don't have Shadowheart, so... And I can't loot Viconia, so... They can just kind of still chill there. I got the mirror. Like, I could just go deal with Orin and beat the game in pretty short order, but that's boring. I want to mess around with Slayer more. Elfsong gift? Could. I guess we prep for the Aelin fight. That makes me so nervous, man. Which game today? Probably won't. A little eepy. A little bit of an off day. Why are you not in my keyring? Did that with Final Fantasy 11 to 14. When first played Final Fantasy 14 years ago, couldn't stop comparing to 11. Be disappointed it wasn't basically updated version of 11. Eventually stopped playing, so didn't have a lot of fun that way. 14 another chance years later. Told myself not compare to 11 this time, just take it for what it is. Ended up enjoying it. I have a lot more fun. Yeah, Mystic Line. I appreciate you sharing that, because I think that is a pretty good cautionary tale. Because you can convince yourself of what your experience is going to be before you have it. And it's denying yourself the opportunity to enjoy something that you might have liked. Everybody does it, but it's nice to be aware of it. Anyone else take all the Emperor's old things and sell them dirt cheap. I keep the heavy armor for some runs because it is good. But, yeah, I'm right there with you. Nalen's fight it like they cast Globe for me to stand in. As long as they don't move. That's the issue. And, like, I have a few moving parts. The only reason for me to do the Aelin fight is so Leroican pays me. But if he dies, he can't pay me. So I not only have to win, I have to protect Leroican from them. And he does not have the best survival instinct. That's why I'm really nervous about it. Hashtag fuck the Emperor, but not like that. Yeah. Like, that's one of those fights where if I have a globe of invuln, I'll be like, alright, yeah, this is the time. On a scale from Giga Chad to Isabel, how bad we talking? Pretty close to Isabel levels. Mick and balls. So, the Dame Aelin fight, it's her, super buffed by Selûne. But at the end of the day, it's still just Aelin doing mostly Aelin things. But then, she's got help from a bunch of Moonlight Slivers, where they have Banishing Smite. Yes, the 5th level spell available only to bards. Yeah, that one. You know, the 50 force damage smite. That one. Yeah, they have that as just a bonus action. Not even action plus bonus action, just as a bonus action. And then they also have a, I believe, up to 200 damage radiant, you know, like Hellish Rebuke type thing. You hit them, they hit you with that. And they all have this. They also can all cast Globe of Invuln on Aelin. So it's kind of like... 200 here, let me look it up. It might be 120, but because I know Gort's Fist is 200. Sorry, it's not 200. It's 144 for Selûne's Ire. 144. My bad. My mistake. $12d12, yeah. How many times you done this fight? Twice. 3 times? 2 or 3 times. By cat. The nothing burger? Yeah, yeah. Light work. Every time I try to make BG3 sound fun to my brother, he quits, calls, gets angry with me, telling me it's just a turn-based game, get a lot of playing the game again. Brothers one that's so mad, still enjoy this game, thinks it's simple in nature. Well, yeah, you can't convince people who have already made up their mind about a thing. Like, it's objectively not a simple game. But you can't change the minds of people who have already decided. So. Remember, you're Mr. Never Punished, not Mr. Never Lucky. The thing is, like, dealing damage even. It's like my focus on the Slayer form. Really solid matchup in 1v1s. But in that situation, I would die before it would get to my turn again. So I think my answer to that fight is I'm going to need to flood the battlefield. Pause. Good night, Sora. I'm going to need to flood the battlefield with summons. Have initiative on all of them. all of them full of drugs so that I can try to blow up these moonlight slivers before I lose the war of attrition. But the problem with this approach is it's expensive. For even just getting a vigilance elixir on every summon, let's say I had 9 summons, well, I only have 3 vigilance right now. And I don't want to burn myself down to 0 and not have the ability to put any on. Apologies for the annoying hum there. I think someone's cleaning the street badly. Like when a person enters stream and goes, why are you playing this crappy game? You don't like it, you don't like it, let me like it in peace. Yeah, Nico, some people just... It's a common thing. I've seen it too many times, but I agree with you. See, another funny thing about what I'm afraid of here at Saloon Ire, it's a deck safe. So, like, Rogue just goes lol. Sound is incredibly annoying. Rogue bad. Yeah, I could just go in as a rogue with like a radiant resistance and chuckle. Feels like learning. Yeah, some people get angry when they have to think. Like, don't spend your energy trying to change the outlook of that kind of person. You're never going to. I could work towards recruiting Minsk. I have to remember not to be in Slayer form when triggering that cutscene. I don't even need to finish that fight necessarily. Because I can't bring the gold back to Raketh anyway. I can't loot any of the saves. Okay. Yeah, let's go work on the whole Minsk thing. My only brother? Doesn't mean you have to game with him. Not everyone shares the same interests.
Well, plenty don't even have that, have they?
Careful! Careful! People don't bloody look where they're walking.
Surge the only way to get the 1v1 with Orin, right? Yes. When I got the Rogue as mid comment yesterday, I got to dunk on it. It's like a real challenge runner now. Let's fucking go, Dade. Rogue is mid is a take only held, an opinion only held by people who have never read through Rogue's class features. I find a lot of people will state opinions on classes, clearly not having read either the class they're talking about or any other class. It's like, just fucking read, man. It tells you what it does. It literally tells you what it does.
Just as well he's going down to special deposits.
Alright, calm down.
Welcome
Did I
to
miss
the
Ascension?
counting
No,
house.
I haven't done the
I'm
fight.
Clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of
I
Finance
said
serve
when we
you?
were in there that I wouldn't be doing the fight right away.
We need only settle the matter of Joaquin's a minor fee for new accounts. Might I? How may I serve?
So the insight check. Rolled a 1. Cool. We have 1 mind reading potion.
How may I serve? Will this one start breaking bones like the stone? Hin's horn. He's taken a new customer down to the vaults. Rather large and heavily
Sure.
armed. That would be very well.
An old poll in BG3 subreddit class we want to play Paladin's first one by Martian class popular in Reddit for even amazed. Yeah, like yeah. You know, it ties into the conversation we were having earlier, Simon. People will make up their mind before experiencing a thing, and then they will see what they told themselves they would see. So, before the game came out, people were jerking off Paladin. Game came out, guess what? They jerked off Paladin. Without seeing its implementation, people have been doing the same thing with the scraps of information that were available about the patch 8 subclasses before the stress test has even started. People had already formulated, oh, well, this one's going to be good, this one's not going to be good, without ever having played or seen any of it. So you think those people are going to change their opinions? No, they're not. They've already been set in stone. So you win this particular battle by not putting yourself in that situation. Keep that open mind, keep that willingness to receive new information.
Just need to see a vault pass, please. What?
I play the worst class no matter what if I like it. How do you even define worst? I mean, the way you define worst class in BG3 is Paladin, but like clearly people still succeed with it and enjoy it. So yeah, like the correct answer is ultimately going to be whatever you enjoy. Yeah, whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want. Oh, I wish I was special. I can't not speak in 2000s lyrics. 90s and 2000s song lyrics. It's a problem. It upsets me sometimes. Way to bank inspiration. Nice one, Alcatrix. Confirmation bias is real? Extremely. You seen the rogue class mod someone made? I've seen some rogue class mods. Problem is people taking everything anyone says about the game like gospel instead of taking it with a grain of salt, trying to look into it themselves. That's just how people filter information in the modern age, Mick. Unfortunately. What's so fucking special in my head? Thank you, Nico. Balancing in this game is good enough to let even a class like Paladin function effectively, just not as much as the other ones. It functions well enough that people think it functions better than the other ones. So, like, the balancing is good. Oh, Rouge? Oh, sorry, Rouge. No, I didn't see that. Honestly, wish there was Paladin the Courage to only Revenger Mouse or something, because people would say that's just Dark Urge. And you could roleplay that way. I never pick a favorite class. I have difficulty picking favorites too. So this fight is very annoying, and you guys are gonna love my strat here. You ready for it?
It's still moving.
Hush, you.
Does that sometimes. Sorry, that it's still moving.
Enough play, Stone Lord. The Absolute has other plans for this one.
The body's ready. Yeah, you'll see it. See it.
Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little bang. Now come.
A good fight. They're still fighting. You can see it in the combat log. Not the clown makeup. So in early patches in the unmodded game, that Jaheira doppelganger had clown makeup. So I have a mod that reverts things to how they should be.
Reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming
Gonna waltz at the Cazador's palace today and knock everything over. At least try to. I believe in you. Had my office door open for once. One of my dogs came and took the biggest shit under my desk. No. You're a hero. Thanks, Carter. Found Driderman yesterday for the first time. It's iconic, isn't it?
Out of sight, out of mind.
All the out and he in
I can taste your...
right.
Oh, failed. I'm gonna slip on my ice. Hey, I didn't. Oh no, I did the Boots of Shiny thing. Nice. Ah. You failed though? You rolled a 4. Well. Bye. Thanks for playing. 10,000 gold I can't pick up, by the way. Where you get the mod adds your Dream Visitor to the Brain Fight. It's one of the in-game mod manager ones. It's in there. I think it's called Show Me My Dream Guardian, something like that. A tattoo and took a picture with a cutout of Nick Cage. I shouldn't be surprised. That sounds like things you would do. Bonk.
Against this wretch has stood against your father before.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us.
His wretch.
Oh, thank you, patch 7.
You say
I'm so annoyed with this game today.
Pave my path with corpses.
He's not gonna go.
Build my castle with bones.
He's not gonna do it. Push him. Not gonna help. Shit's just not working for no reason. Why is he crime responding? Great fucking question.
where are you? Squeak, so I can know you are well.
What do you... You won't do that again? Yeah, you're right. I won't try to save you again, Mink. Just...
Wretched of wretches. But none like
This is a trap, you die first.
He says we will join with.
I am so pissed off. Chat. Takes a lot to get me there. Minsk, you don't get clothes. You've had your clothes privileges revoked. You know, actually, no. I don't want people thirsting after Minsk. I find that weird. Yeah, unfortunately, Minsk, I am going to allow you to have clothes. Because people will get weird if I don't. It's only game, why you have to be mad? Just... Am I okay? I'm livid. Livid. The just basic thing. So, like, what I hate is this idea that people like us, challenge runners and those who enjoy using the tips and tricks and things you see in challenge running channels, there's this idea that if any of us get annoyed with a bug or complain about something not working the way it's supposed to, well, you're playing the game in an unintended way. Of course, you're gonna see things happen like that. You can't complain about that. It's like, tell me what I could have done differently with the Minsk thing. Tell me why in the same day, wear the disguise in the House of Hope, it doesn't fucking work. And then try to knock out Minsk, crime response. Like basic things, doing how the game wants you to do it. This is why the #1 request for patch 8 is bug fixes, and why 2 months of people running around making clickbait from misreading class features has not increased the challenge running community's faith in those bug fixes actually being in the pipeline. Mercer's now played both Minsk and Boo. Mod causing issues? I have absolutely nothing that affects Minsk in any way. Nor do I have anything that affects the House of Hope Disguise. Two people chase me in the game, deal 0 damage, they suck the graphics, the crowd to die. Amazing. Keep them alive on purpose. Yeah, yeah.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Recently heard how Minsk was a long-time comfort character. Matt Mercer's him actually voicing the character in his games that much cooler. Yeah, I love hearing things like that. Genuinely uplifting.
You get along quite well, I think.
I think your reasons were your own. Lead the way. Where your
Actually, that works out. Does it? Kinda does. I didn't really want to buff Minsk like that, but I wasn't thinking. Squirrel away bugs I see into my noggin whenever I decide to do a run or I need to plan for any fuckery. Yeah, it's good stuff to know about. Favorite Minsk KO is forever going to be his hard-headed ass running over surfaces and deciding to fight again, or just dying. Yeah. Yeah. That Mercer's also the voice of Ganondorf, Tears of the Kingdom, amazing voice. He's very talented. Probably why he gets so much work.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
I'm gonna try this.
At least things have stayed interesting. Good time for a chat.
Now, what do you need truly?
Cloud Elixir. Now I'm hoping that stuff gets vacuumed up into my camp chest. Always so many great characters. Yeah, Morida. Forgot there's a house and romance run. If he decides it is. Getting approval with him has been difficult. Another bug in the Steel Foundry made all the enemies just not take action during their turns. I'd rather use opportunity attack. I've had that one too. I've had that one too. We pissed for a while. Sarah's never fucking showed up at the Grove fight. Understandable, Dade. Like, I get it. I am absolutely mauling over the bugs today. Like, when you do everything right and the game still says, fuck you, not even with a mechanic, just with it not working. Like, yeah. Alright, so it didn't clean that stuff up. But I can still make some good use of it. It's in the camp for the lower city, so I can, like, drink the universal res right before a fight or something. Cloud Giant flying being on the ground there. Still works out nicely. Meet Saris of the Grove. If both Zevlor and Asherak die. So things we need to try. I need to try bringing Gale to the vaults and Sorcerer Sundries. Which could be a whole ordeal. Orin will be pretty free, but remember, killing Orin will lock me into either Piss for Ball or Evil Ending. And also I'll have to kill Minsk and Jaheira. That'll be a Dirge inspo. Or... It'd be Dirge inspo for getting the temple, a Dirge inspo for beating Orin, and a Dirge inspo for killing Jaheira. So that'll fill me back up. I could go deal with Orin now. I'm trying not to act out of salt. Yeah, let's head that way. Don't drive angry. Yeah. Making any decision angry is not great. Get the murder mints so that she's throwing at the water some. Salinated water, rather. Yeah. Yeah. You're right, of course.
Here goes nothing.
Arabella. Half expecting to get Mr. President there, just all before. I'm very close to just ending the stream. But I wanna... I want to make more progress towards the next run I want to do, which I am very excited about. Which means I need to make progress on this one. Pause to avoid it. I was thinking the same thing you were at the same time, Mustard. I really was. We were on the same wavelength.
Don't worry.
What's next gonna be? It's a surprise. Still working on it, but it's a surprise. I usually like unveiling on the day I finish a previous run. A burnt brain is the new run reveal. Glad we have a pause button. It's certainly nice. Free backpack.
The penitent looks at you silently.
Hey, RBF.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Alright, let's see how the game tries to screw me here. I did once see a clip of Odin's just was flying across, I think it was Odin's, just was flying across this and just died. Just like died. Wasn't in combat or anything. Simply stopped living.
The Lord of Murder shall perish. But in his doom, he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Hither! Oh, hither, my... Oh, but... Lady... You should take it off, though. It would be improper to meet Lord Baal in the garb of a... lowly servant.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has dialogue. I didn't mean to skip it. Yeah, if you're wearing his hat when you talk to him here, he'll comment on it. The hat stays on.
Oh, you truly are the wickedest sibling. I shall be punished for allowing your improper dress. I fear it already. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful.
That
Don't
stays
slip.
on. I guess I'm trying to save Lae'zel. Knocked out and thoroughly stuffed. Me on Thanksgiving.
Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation.
11. Doesn't matter. Finally rolled good.
You do not lie, underling.
your blood I am destined to spill. Your death spit will stain these walls, little lamb. You still don't remember, do you, bloodkin?
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull.
Your disguise works.
Your brain juices, sticky and sweet. A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sac to feed it. The favorite of Baal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
This is the truth you had forgotten. You were the favorite, the chosen. Orin was your subordinate. You led the cultists.
Copy of Third's voice goes so
and
hard, it
orchestrated
does,
the
yeah.
Absolute plot. It was your genius, your cruelty, your design. At your moment of greatest triumph, when all the pieces were in place, she betrayed you, infected you, and took your place.
Husk, maggot, a ball spawn, sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing.
The changeling stands no chance, fiendish one. Eviscerate her. Demands a pure blood sport. But if anyone interferes, we gut them.
So... Oh no, she stabbed me. Oh, she's stunned. She's stunned. Yeah, she gets a turn. You gonna do the thing? No? Lame. Good fight, I guess. Alright, come back from the ad break. This fight is easy. One of my playthroughs I had the Slayer, she also turned Slayer. You can do it through dialogue.
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
You got all those actions? Yeah, I let Rogue Orin stab me like 9 times, and that was me doing no prep, by the way. I just went in, turned into the Slayer in the dialogue, and clicked attack until she was dead. Sure, I had ability drain on her, but I drained her strength. She was attacking with her dexterity. Sure, I had contagion on her, but I picked the one that means she sometimes gets to do things. Eh. If I had given her flesh rot, she would have died on the first turn. Or if I had, you know, done prep. This scene is also very cool.
Child of slaughter, I come to give you your inheritance.
like Bane's
father,
dialogue the most.
and
I still like
offering his
Merkel's the most,
affection
but
for
yeah.
me.
It's like
A
Merkel
confirmation
Bane
that
ball.
binds you.
Not that this is uncool, but
My Slayer, you will grow stronger, crueler.
you deny it? No.
The prime
Why would I give up the Slayer form?
of murder.
Absolutely not.
My chosen, my Slayer, violence incarnate. You will become a testament in blood.
Do you hear Edmund's hearing boss music? Yeah.
Child of Baal,
Is the urge? No.
claim the crown of Caucasus, control the absolute, and command a horde fit to butcher this world in my name.
Would.
The stone trembles with evils, warm as father's hate.
I didn't have to loot the
Another
Netherstone.
part of your glimmering birthright for you to abuse as you please.
Congratulate Orin. Find him.
Alright, Lae'zel, you gotta hope I roll good. Lae'zel, you gotta hope I roll real good. I can't pick up the key. So if I don't get her out with the one set of thieves' tools that I have to leave her here to die.
Don't give me trouble now.
It's DC 25. Just roll good. Should I use inspos on this? Just roll a 20? I should just roll a 20. Alright, let's just roll a 20. That's not quite a 20. Alright. Well, I have 3 inspos. We'll just can you just leave her? I could, but I don't want to. Check this out. That 2. Alright, no. We got it this time, though. You gotta believe in the system. Believe in the vision. This one. Alright. This is the real roll. Right, Kevin? He's not feeling it, which is why it's gonna work. Alright. Oh, well, 1. Alright, bye, Lae'zel. The key is right here. But I can't do anything about that. Also, that was my only set of thieves' tools. I gotta go buy more. You break it? Nope. Shackling strike? Be crazy if that worked. I feel like it should. Oh, well, I ability drained her. Whoops, sorry. So I power word kill, which I might use on Aelin.
I will die for you.
by Nox Scroll. If you leave, I'm pretty sure she's just dead. But, like, we'll find out.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
At this point, nobody can control rain.
Yep, she's dead.
And it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
Lae'zel has died. I tried. It's funnier when Minsk and Jaheir are at level 1 here.
Alright, time to skulk about.
Yes, I know there's cool dialogue, but considering I gave them both cleric levels, I'm not letting them get turns. Or I saw it for a second. I think that's because I'm too short. If I get her to there. Awkward. The Dryad will use spike growth, but I'm immune to that. Yeah, nice slow. Just make sure Minsk goes down. Sad. But it is. I'm not actually entirely sure what the rest of you are capable of. I'm gonna hang back. Lightning arrows based. Oh, you have a universal res. Nice. Okay. This is just Aaron. This is just Aaron. You're not slick, Aaron. Am I crazy? That's definitely him. Twin brother. Aaron's brother, Aaron. You got your number, AA Ron. I guess it's AR Ron in this. Harper's network is deep and extensive to the Grove. He always was, Sketch. That's what I've been saying. Walks into the insect plague. Alright. Thornwhip. Base. Earth Merman and Wild Chip. Holy base. Wait, hang on. Alright, I gotta actually focus up. This guy has freedom of movement pre-buff. He used the universal res, turned into a Myrmidon. Alright. Gotta lock in. We have a worthy opponent. Don't teleport me, you asshole! I would love to roll a remotely decent athletics check. Double agent ballist. Yeah, trying to become the new chosen, I guess. I'm helping. This motherfucker. Alright, Insect Blade, go kill you. Or the roll say 0. On what, the athletics check? Because, for a while, contested checks like that have been bugged. The way athletics checks work is it's yours against theirs, and the game doesn't know how to show both. So it gets confused and shows neither for the difficulty class. These guys really like casting slow. Game hates me today. It really, really does. Commander can also Sunbeam and Polymorph. Incredibly based. Such a cool fight. Snarl? Did you... Oh, slow. You couldn't do two things. What? This guy is an asshole! Wait, he just swapped his buddy into the insect plague. What? He actually swapped his buddy into my insect plague. And then moved us away. I guess this is interesting. Murderous Cloud of Daggers does stack with Insect Plague. You could be in 2 at once. That's a lot. There can only be 1. Yeah, apparently. GG, Captain Leafsong. You were an absolute legend. What was the play? No, I hope you die. Okay, not only did you walk into the fog cloud, you went into my insect plague, then ended your turn in your own cloud of daggers. Let him cook. Alright, so he can make it out of this. Has 15 whole HP. Is inside Insect Plague, Cloud of Daggers, and on top of Electrified Water. Nah, I'd win. It did not win. Slayer stats. So pretty. Sure was a fight. That was eventful.
Have I been this way before?
These guys must have some serious balls. This stream as a whole been quite a roller coaster. It certainly has been. Bloodthirst is a bound weapon. I can throw this. Oh yeah, these are owned by Minsk. Right, I did it again. Had Shadowheart make some stuff in the camp. He left. Had Minsk do it. He left. Well, I can pre-buff with this stuff before the Aeland fight, at least. Let's see. She has 85 HP, and then I guess she'll get, what, 100 temp? Never realized Sclera shows up in camp. Yeah, we sacrificed to Boal, Karlak. So as a recap for the companions, for why we have very few, we sacrificed Karlak to Boal. Shadowheart left when we didn't bring her with us to the Shadowfell. We killed Minsk and Jaheira, and we couldn't free Lae'zel because I wasn't allowed to pick up the key and didn't have Thieves' Tools.
Whatever happens next, be sure.
Midnight here, actually tired enough to go to bed early for once. Catch you later. Sounds good, Midnight Lion. Get some rest. Mystic Lion. Did I say midnight? Mystic. I don't know why it's... What am I talking about? My brain's not working. What happened with Lae'zel exactly? So... The altar to free her is locked. Orin has the key. I had 1 Thieves' Tools. It's a DC 25 lock. I used 3 inspirations. Didn't help. I'm gonna go piss girl and then decide if I'm continuing. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Go for a few more minutes. And I did have a proverbial shower thought. may be able to give the egg to a guy in the society for some money. Where's even the... I'll go in this door. This guy.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Ah, a fellow inhabitor of the Underdark. You find yourself in the cradle of knowledge relating to our subterranean home, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
Until your researchers in the Underdark blurred him out.
A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
I had an expeditioner claiming to work for you. She sought a Yankee egg.
Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any
in gold?
Yankee eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course. Wonderful! I'll begin making preliminary notes at once. You've provided me with a
But
fine
evil doesn't
specimen.
pay.
I'll be sure to mention your
You
name
don't
in
get
the
anything by being evil. Fuck you mean? I have been consistently a piece of shit in Act 3 for tons of gold. We evicted some refugees for gold. We sold the Githyanki egg to some eugenicists for gold. We are going to sell Dame Aelin to Loroakan for gold. The evil pays the bills. Mm-hmm. Being bad, secretly gold. We'll probably be murdering Laura and condemning Bonra to becoming a hag, for gold. Yeah. Yeah. But Ethel, won't she pay you? So, if I save the kid, I get one of my favorite items in the game. And a decent necklace, which I could sell as well. And then I'll be able to go on, finish the quests, and get free attitude with... 350 attitude with the bartender. And, another good necklace from the Hag Survivors. But if I just take Ethel's deal, well, I get her as an endgame ally. And also I get 6,000 gold. So I probably am going that route. Getting evil extra gold because I'm hungry. Not like there's many people in camp to care. Yeah. 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 Is it Cazador time? Might be Cazador time. I have to go to hell again.
Can't bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
thinking. How do I want to handle Cazador? Orphic Hammer for advantage on saves. So he'll be casting Blight and Call Lightning at me. The disguise. There's Big Naturals Care Company. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Because one statue of yourself's not enough. I don't want to risk Scratch running off. Yeah, this is where we're going to deploy a lot of summons. So the Dryad already has a freedom of movement aura. I may as well. Mostly lurking over Great Rush stream. Thanks, Moradin. I appreciate that. Much needed today. Game has been out to get me. Satisfying 6-target Longstrider. Got this, thank you. I just fully don't trust the disguise mechanic anymore.
the door to the ball. The rings.
Please.
I probably get a note I can sell from talking to Velioff. But meh.
We're all hungry, Vanya.
Never a dull moment. Softer than a whisper.
I have one more universal res. We'll be using it here.
Light on my feet.
Because there's incoming slashing, necrotic, lightning damage. I have resistance to none of those things. Going with Potent Robe. Or Charisma modifier is 10 HP every turn. Elven Elegance wouldn't be a crazy click. How many of those do I have left? 4.
A knife in the dark. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Hiding, am I?
I'll strike you down.
Alright. The actual boss is down. Forgot to pop the universal res. That's fine.
What now?
Swap out Shovel for Scratch.
Still breathing, despite everything.
This was not to have Scratch out. This was so that Shovel would be gone. Insect Plague makes some sense. Let's look at his resist, though. It's 20 dex and proficiency, so he's pretty much always going to save on Wall of Fire. But he does have magical piercing resistance. Not only are you not poison immune, you don't even resist that shit. I could cloud kill. Wouldn't affect the other guys, would affect you. Wall of Fire. Hey, Choco Skittle. Not missing it? Yeah, I was thinking of you.
Where do I go from here?
Okay. That was the first turn. Could Lightning Bolt through Cazador to get that way, but first let's get this Universal Res up. Don't want any incidents. Enlarge makes some sense, because then I can Goomba Stomp with the Slayer from up there. However you. Heavy to throw, unfortunate. Cloud Giant could have gotten me there, but... Let's get us in. And Mephits. Prone.
So much for peace.
You, Cazador. I could honestly inch the wall of fire up so it's still hitting him. If I go here, make a new one. Not worth it. Better for me to do this, maybe? Hmm. Damage, but getting progress on the ones back there. Pretty nice. My entire side is immune to Sinking Cloud because of Hero's Feast. It counts as being poisoned, so I don't have to worry about that. Extremely common Hero's Feast W. It's going well. I'm immune to spike growth. He didn't go prone because of patch 7. It's okay. I can make the Dryad under concentration. No, I can't.
Time to push my luck again.
There's the pro. He had to burn a legendary resistance there. Very nice. You had to burn another one. Is he out yet? No, he has one more. The intent of this method is make an ice surface anyway, so kind of planning on it dying. Nice. Go in the vortex, he went prone, going for the attack. Anything still behind this wall of fire? Don't think I need it as much anymore. Could pivot into Insect Plague. Cazador burned his legendary resistance there. Us is gonna get hit by this, but like, I don't really care. All lightning on an air myrmidon. Okay. Chill here. Good job, us. Alright, just down to Cazador. Cazador.
Seems like the best way.
Throwing Bloodthirst. I have Tavern Brawler, so it's good accuracy, it's good damage. And Bloodthirst is a bound weapon. And the 2-turn stun, that's the fight.
Never a dull
More
moment.
bats, but like, do I care?
Here goes nothing. Nothing important is ever easy.
Somehow you get killed by bats. You imagine?
Can't even catch my
Tenacity.
breath.
And now we go get a starry.
Very well.
Unfortunately, we will not be able to get Rhapsody. The cutscene should put Woe and Astarian's inventory, so I'll get that at least.
The elevator lies ready.
Yeah, pacing-wise, it's looking like we could probably finish the run tomorrow.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
Glad to have an ally.
It seems that the choice is made. You'll never stop killing. Servitude or death. You didn't have a choice.
It's okay, Astarian is gonna grow some clothing for the cutscene. Actually, wait, why am I doing this? I can just fast travel it. Oh, stupid.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
You mean you're gonna take off more of his clothes for the scene? No, I mean, like, he's going to get more clothes for the scene.
Approaching the cells, you're...
Yeah, more clothes.
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust, and I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a
Time for some character growth.
would allow
You could call it growth, sure.
the words
Yeah.
ascend in my
Mm-hmm.
place? The runes I carved
We could call it growth. Oh, feel the scene right in the heartstrings? Oh, it won't be going the way you think it is.
7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed. You must
get over here. Use the... Help me.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
Just as a reminder, Astarion mentions it took Cazador all night to put the pattern on his back. Now, he probably dragged it out just to be an asshole, but this happening in the course of a cutscene does not mean that this happened in a few seconds like this. This was probably a very long time of just standing here while he was doing this. To make it all worse.
There. Perfect.
Ungrateful child. Wretched child.
Wanted to do it so Astarion could feel free from his bonds. That's worth condemning 7,000 souls to eternal torment for you? This is the question. Men will sacrifice 7,000 souls to Mephistopheles before they go to therapy.
The screams of the prisoners ring in your ears. Their time is almost up.
Let the ritual continue.
Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi.
What if you stop him? If you stop him after he's already started it, I believe you have to fight him. Or at the very least, he'll leave the party.
That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free. Oh, oh, it feels delicious.
Did it. Can't believe you did it.
I did. We did. Come on, let's get out of here. I have a brand new world to explore.
Yeah, we sure are free. Like, whole party to see if I fight the brain with you. I mean, you still have control over him as a party member and everything. It's just he also provides summons for gather your allies. They're absolute trash, by the way. One of the least effective ones.
Hopeless dream dreamt by all of my kind. I am the greatest vampire to ever walk this land. Even the Pale Knight would have knelt before me.
More Cazador, isn't it a relief?
Never again. I will not think about him. I don't even want to say his name.
He can't hurt you anymore.
Everything has changed.
See, like, even if you're going for the, oh, he's free of his trauma thing, he's very clearly not. Ever play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance? I have not, Tony Hart, but I understand that the Pale Knight thing is a reference to that. Is that right?
No. I can hear it at last. See it at last. How all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpads in their safe houses. Rats below our feet in their filthy holes.
Alright, then Bane, yeah.
In the night above. They will obey. And you too. I can tell. Your heartbeat races. You hold your breath while I speak. You await my command. The world will stir.
Yeah, it is Mordok's the Pale Knight. Make a couple references to it. That's cool. Together, this world will be ours.
Everything will be ours. Everything. I already hear the world whispering in sweet surrender. And I feel alive.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait here for a minute. I just gotta do a thing. How do I want to do this? This? Yeah, I do. Wide open advantage? Oh, attacking from shadows. Cool. Yeah, from that close, real funny. Protection from missiles impose disadvantage on their attacks, and also if they hit me with an arrow, I still take half damage, so... Confused, but I'm in the Slayer form, I don't really care. Maybe I should care. I got the confusion where I just did nothing instead of taking a turn. Alright, that's cool. And they missed none of their attacks. Right. Well, I'm not confused anymore. Lame. Let's kite. Go Displacer Beast. Go that route. And Slayer, come to yourself with original health. Yeah. Part of why I play so aggressively with it. Yeah, let's let Force Conduit build up. And also let them group up a little bit better for me. Area forces that to be 10. Unfortunate, I was looking forward to doing some piercing growl spam there, but they hit me with every single attack, and also I skipped a turn. Sure. Sure. Through the door, yeah.
An easy fix.
Didn't think that would work, but I had the bonus action free. Oh. Most people would die from what you described. It's because I wouldn't say I appreciate the gassing me up, but it's because I try to play around the worst case scenario. The odds of what just happened to me in Slayer form happening, super low, but like, it's a possibility that I was willing to play around. That's why I'm alive. Or tunnel knocking you backwards into the vortex. Sorry, 69 HP. Nice. You have to make sure I don't get him involved.
blood follows me everywhere.
Huge crit.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Another step forward.
I have Heroes Feast on, so I can just hang out in this cloud cove. What? Oh, okay. So the way the confusion thing they have works is it's not just their attacks. If they apply conditions to themselves, or others apply conditions to them, basically interactions with them will cause confusion when they're below that HP threshold. So, confuse themselves, confuse their ally, they killed each other. Now this one's confused too. And the crit.
Don't waste a step. Alright, what now?
That was hilarious, yeah.
If not over, then through.
Well, it was nice.
The child of Baal. I'm glad Papa has blessed our dirty little plot. Us. I still love the sound of that.
Alright, don't you clip into your jaundice.
I don't...
Let's get you out of the party.
Gods, you're beautiful. It's...
Alright, I think this is a good stopping point. We did most of Act 3 today already, one stream, 9 hours. Tomorrow, probably finish the run, but the stuff I've planned is, getting more money by being a piece of shit. Selling out Laura to Ethel for 6k gold. We'll be fighting Dame Aelin to try to get Leroic in to pay us 5,000 gold. Now, I don't need that money. I can't think of what I need that money for, but Spirit of the Run. We'll probably do the House of Hope stuff, because if I do that right, then I can get the gloves from Hope, which would be pretty okay. What I'd use them for. Something, probably. So yeah, either we win or we die tomorrow. Same as any stream, really. Okay, let's see who's on. It looks like Kara's on, Dade's on, Mark is on. Yump is on. How many people streaming right now? Blue Collar Nerd's on. Ooh, so many people. Yeah, I'm happy to see Mark back from vacation. Automon. Run title, I'm actually a piece of shit for gold. Yeah. Run title, being evil actually does pay very well. Oh, let's raid Mark. Let me typing shout out instead of raid. If you got my emotes jiggle, Mark is doing his true solo variant of Restless Region Lock. So anyone who's not seen him do this rule set, it is no long resting unless the game absolutely forces him to. No returning to previous maps once he's left them. This is not just an act lock, this is a region lock. So this means his act 3 routing is very different than what you might be used to. He has to fight Gortash at the Coronation, for example, and he can't get any of the gear from the lower city to do it. He is also doing the true solo restriction, which is no summons or temporary followers, or gather your allies either, where possible. So, very cool stuff. I'll see you guys over there. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, finish this run tomorrow. Bye.
Know that you're going to fail. Like,